Leo energy wants to feel appreciated. They don't want to put a cap on their love. They want to express it freely and frequently. But if they see that you're not giving anything back to them and that you're taking advantage of their generosity, you will see a different side to Leo, and they will be petty. You know what I mean? Actually, they invented petty. Gemini, Leo, like, invented petty. What's good, you guys? It's your girl Sarah, and today we will be back with our Venus sign series. And Leos, did you think I forgot about you? Who gonna forget about you, boo? Okay, it is Leo season still, all right? And I am on time, all right? We're gonna get into Leo Venus, their values, how you guys operate in relationships, just how it is that you love and how it is that you like to receive love. We're gonna touch on all of that. So let's just get into it. Just to start us off, I feel as though Leo Venus is one of the most giving Venus placements you will ever come across. They will literally pour into the people and relationships and things that they love like no other. And they really are naturally such proud individuals. They take their love and loyalty very seriously. They want people to talk about what good friends and lovers they are, and they want only good things to come out of your mouth when you are describing the way that they show up for you and the way that they, you know, love you and are there for you. Not in like a, they're only doing it because they want you to have good things to say. Like, they truly are so proud of the way that they show up in relationships and just in life in general. Leo placements, but we're talking about Venus placements here. So in terms of relationships and loves and the things that they love and value, they're very proud and they're very sensitive to those things. They want to make sure that they're giving their all to you, to the things that they love, you know? And honestly, we all know that Leos have big egos, and their ego will never take a back seat when it comes to, you know, you or your relationship. And they can be really sensitive because of this. Like, we talk about, like, you know, your ego and how your ego is very loud. And it's true, your egos are very loud and proud, but they're loud and proud because they're sensitive. So Leos in general, even though they have big egos, they're very, very sensitive. And I think a lot of people forget that. So if you're in a relationship with a Leo Venus, try and remember that although they are very confident, they're also very sensitive creatures. And that is why they want to show up the best way that they can, because if you have negative feedback, they're very fragile, you know what I mean? It's gonna hurt their feelings. So they wanna do their best. They wanna show up and be the best version of themselves. And they really do expect their love to be shown off to the world. And they want their epic love to be talked about, for stories to be written about their love and the way that they show love in all aspects of their lives, whether that's romantic love or relationships and, you know, even with family. They wanna be there for people, and it fills their cup when they're able to do that. They aren't the types to shy away from putting their friendships and relationships on a pedestal. And this brings me to the point of this Venus sign specifically tends to love PDA. They are society's natural showman, Leos in general, but in relationships, Venus, they can be very much into PDA. And that's because, like I said, they're proud, they're not shy. They want everyone to know, yes, this is the person I chose. Yes, this is the friend that I have. Even in friendships, they can be very like touchy and like they want to feel like you're there, and they want to give you hugs. And they're very, like I said, open with showing their love to you in a physical way. And they just genuinely love showing off their friends, their family, their person. So yeah, that's just something to consider if you are shy, or if being put on the spotlight isn't for you, or you want to keep things more private and PDA makes you feel uncomfortable. A Leo Venus might not be the right match for you. And if you are a Leo placement, you're like, no, I hate PDA. Again, you have so many other aspects of your birth chart. You could have Virgo in there that makes you more private. There's so many things that can change that. But in general, talking about the Leo Venus archetype, these are people that are proud of their relationships and they want to show them off. Another thing about this Venus sign is that courting is the name of the game when it comes to this specific Venus placement. They are all about showing you that this is what I can do for you. This is what we can do together. They will be generous with their dates and their friend dates. But if they reach a point where they feel like it's one-sided, that is when the Leo ego will take over and they will punish you with their roar. You know what I mean? They're not types to just take a beating over and over again. At the beginning, maybe they won't notice it at first because they're naturally such givers. But if it becomes a continuous thing where they're giving, they're showing you off, they're doing all these things to make you feel seen and loved in a relationship, but you're not getting anything, they're not getting anything back, they will feel like they've been played with. And at the end of the day, they are a fire sign. Like, yes, Leo is all about being loved and adored, and they want to make people happy because they genuinely like to show up in life and be happy and proud. But you guys forget that they are a fire sign. So if they feel like they're being taken advantage of, you will see that fiery nature and they will call you out about it. Leo energy wants to feel appreciated. They don't want to put a cap on their love. They want to express it freely and frequently. But if they see that you're not giving anything back to them and that you're taking advantage of their generosity, you will see a different side to Leo, and they will be petty. You know what I mean? Actually, they invented petty. Gemini, Leo like invented petty and will pick fights and stir up drama to force a reaction out of you. You know what I mean? They're not ones to like sit there and be like, let's have a calm conversation about what happened yesterday. No, they're gonna be like, you wanna fight, like you wanna go. They're gonna say something that's gonna trigger you, and then they got you. You know, they're reeling you in. They're like, perfect, now we can really fight, and now we can really express how we feel. You know, they want to see you fight for the relationship because they're the types that will fight for the relationship. They don't want that quiet love. They want to fight for you and for you to fight back. And they want you, again, to show how much you care, because they're showing how much they care through all their actions at all times. They don't know the meaning of like taking it slow, or you know what I mean? Like just being like that calm, confident type of energy when it comes to relationships. Like, no, they want it to be said. Like, what do we mean to each other? Because every day I tell you what you mean to me, and that needs to feel like it's being reciprocated. Otherwise, they'll feel like they're being played with. And my thing is like, for you Leo Venus placements out there, if it's gotten to a point where you need to trigger them to get a response, the relationship may already be over, and it's probably not worth your beautiful fire energy. You know what I mean? I think Leos, because they, like I said, they're showmans, they love the theatrics, they love to be dramatic. They almost want to pull people into that energy. And once you get a reaction out of them, you feel good, but that's like temporary. You know what I mean? If anything, I want you to be with someone that enjoys having those like, you know, really dramatic arguments with you. And I'm not saying I want you to be in a relationship where you guys fight a lot. Naturally in life, no matter what, every healthy relationship, you're gonna be fighting. You know what I mean? Like, you need to understand each other's fighting styles, and your fighting styles need to complement each other. Someone that just runs away can't be with someone that wants to stay and figure it out right away, you know? Or if you are two people that are so different, then hopefully you give each other grace and meet in the middle. But in general, I feel like when it comes to Leos, you want someone that is willing to be there and argue with you back and forth. And then you'll feel like there's like passion there. Whereas if you're the only one that's always fighting for the relationship, which Leo will do, they'll only do it at the beginning, and then later they'll kind of drive themselves crazy. Leo placements have a lot of energy because they're fixed fire, but when they feel like they're the only ones that are backing up this friendship or this relationship, they can get very, very aggressive and really, really angry. And that soft, happy Leo that you know, and that happy, you know, happy-go-lucky, generous Leo that you know, you will see a completely different side of them, because you've now put them in a place where they feel stupid and they feel like they need to tone it down. They feel like they need to care less in order to match your level. And that's just not an ideal place for Leo Venus. One other thing that people need to understand is that Venus and Leo individuals don't like to sit and wallow and feel sorry for themselves. So rarely do they allow their friends and their partner to do that. They want people around them that are confident. Otherwise, they will feel like their warm energy is being depleted. Like, at the end of the day, I don't think anyone of any sign should stay around insecure people for too long, because deeply insecure people can be dangerous to you, especially if you're confident. But Leo placements, I feel like in general, have a tendency to attract insecure types because of their naturally confident nature. So that's something that you guys need to watch out for. I think a lot of times Leos just have enough confidence and energy to go around, and hopefully you're around people that value that and see that and are confident themselves, so you guys are just like a strong team together. But I do think that if you have this thing where you're like, oh, maybe this person's like mysterious, like, ooh, I can't figure them out, figure out if they're actually mysterious or if they're just quiet and insecure. Because if they're just quiet and insecure, they're probably going to slowly start breaking you down and making you feel like you're never giving them enough. And you're going to feel like every time you wake up and you have energy, it's being drained, because you do have that natural force of life within you because you're ruled by the sun. So a lot of people will be attracted to that, and it's up to you to figure out who deserves it, you know, because it is such a beautiful thing, and because you're generous, you give it away so freely, but not everyone deserves it, and not everyone sees the value in it. They're just sometimes jealous of it. So that's another reason why I want you to surround yourself with people that are equally confident and that will say what they feel without you having to pull it out of them. One other thing I really love about Leo Venus is their grand gestures. This is a sign that loves grand gestures. They think the bigger the better, and they want to show you. You know, they want to show you what you mean to them and what this means to them. Or even, you know, Venus sign isn't just about relationships, it's about things that you value. The things that they love, they want to share it with the world, because again, to them, what is it worth if I can't share it with the world? I want the world to know how much this means to me, how much this person means to me. So like I said, they love grand gestures, and it's how they show their love, and nothing is too big or too much when it comes to their expression of love. This Venus sign loves giving and receiving words of affirmation. They are your biggest hype man, truly. If you have a Leo Venus in your life, you're lucky, you're blessed. You have like one of those apps where like every day it gives you daily affirmations. You have that in a person, okay? So be grateful for that. They just want to build you up and make you feel alive. Like you literally have the power of the sun behind you. And I think a lot of people take Leo energy for granted. And I want people to understand that if you have a Leo in your life, if you have a Leo Venus in your life, they truly want to see you win, and they don't think it takes away from their success or their happiness, because they're already so confident in themselves for the most part. High vibrational Leos know what they got going on, and they don't feel the need to take away from your happiness or your success. If anything, they just want to build you up. So if you have that energy in your life, be really grateful for it, because you really have someone that is going to back you up no matter what, and that will be generous with their love for you. Now, in terms of values, Leo Venus values creativity and self-expression more than anything. They are, like I said, naturally drawn to confident types and want someone that sees the world as beautifully as they do. As a Leo Venus, you should be around people that encourage your positive outlook and values it. Stay away from people that are a little too realistic, you know what I mean? Because you will feel judged for having the glasses half full mindset and outlook. And in general, I feel like a Leo Venus's need for self-expression allows you to be your most authentic self, right? So as a Leo Venus, I feel like you're always encouraging people to do what feels right and do what makes them happy. And anytime, if you're in a place, Leo Venus, where you feel like your energy is depleted and that you're giving too much away, or you just don't feel like yourself, it's probably because you're not considering the things that you usually do that allows for your self-expression to be released. In general, Leos just are such creative people, and they're so in tune with their inner child. All they want to do is fully express that part of themselves, the part of themselves that feels free and encouraged to play and have fun. And in relationships, that is what they want to do. They want to be with someone that they can, you know, genuinely have such a playful, fun time with. This placement is all about being playful. They want to experience the passion of life, and they want to experience joy. Like more than anything, they want to be laughing with you. They want to be happy. There are people, there are zodiac signs that want to get deep, and they want to, you know what I mean, talk about like their trauma, and like I want everyone to talk about their trauma at some point with the people they love, but what I mean is they don't lead with that. Leos lead with joy and happiness, and what can we do to laugh together. They want to meet new people. They want to see the beauty of the world and bask in the warmth of it all. And ultimately, they are committed to values that nurture their self-expression and their self-worth. They like to surround themselves with people they trust. Again, they are a fixed sign. But they still have this fiery edge to them where they want to meet new people and make new friends. Loyalty is honestly such a core value for them, and they give it really easily. And I think a lot of people think because they give it really easily that it's going to stay forever. No, like I said, because they're a fire sign, as soon as they see that this fire is going nowhere and no one really appreciates it, they will take a step back, you know? Leo and Aquarius are really good at that. Whereas Scorpio and Taurus, water and earth, sometimes I feel like can stay longer in situations that are not really productive or healthy for them because of that, you know, they want that. They want to keep their day ones. They want to stay with the people that they know, no new friends. Whereas I feel like Leo and Aquarius, they're really excited to be around people, especially Leo, and they have that loyalty to them. But once they see that it's not being reciprocated, they have no problem cutting you off because they believe in their ability to form new connections and their heart is open to it. You know what I mean? Whereas I feel like with Scorpio and Taurus, once they get jaded, they can close off. Whereas I feel like with Leo, again, heart chakra shit, fifth house shit, their heart is open and they're ready to experience new things in life and to form new friendships. And I think that's one of the most beautiful things about Leo Venus is that they believe in their ability to make new friends. And if a relationship doesn't work, they believe in their ability to find new love. All right, my beautiful Leo Venuses, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you're dating a Leo Venus or have dated one in the past, comment down below. Let me know your experiences with them. If you are a Leo Venus, did this describe you at all? I would love to know. I am going to link the socials over here. Give me a follow if your heart desires. Don't forget to subscribe, like the video. All that shit helps me out a lot. I love you so much. This Leo season has been fun, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye.